Welcome. I'm glad that you're here today. So in this pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at two particular surprises coming your way. So what two surprises are coming your way? What can you expect? We'll dig right in and figure them out. So we have 4 different groups, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I encourage you to tune into your heart, to your mind, to your soul, to your intuition, and choose the groups that are calling out to you the most, whether it's by image, by bracelet, by whatever you're digging, whatever you're feeling. Respect that, and you'll find the timestamps down below, which will tell you where your messages are. So we have, like I said, these 4 different bracelets. If you do like the bracelets, they are on my Etsy shop. So if you go to my Etsy shop down in the description box, you can buy them. There's just these 4 left, I think, up right now in the shop, and there will be more coming soon. So yeah, if you like them, they're up there. But anyway, I will go ahead and get started with this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your love and support and your kindness. And I'm sending all lots of love. Hope that this reading finds you healthy, happy, and feeling good. And I hope it gives you some inspiration, excitement, perhaps for the future, or intrigue. Anyway, see you there. Hey friends, if you chose group number 1 here with this bracelet, this is your reading. If you want to purchase this bracelet, it is up on Etsy. There's just one of each bracelet, so that's in the intro. So yeah, they're on Etsy. So let's find out what 2 surprises are coming our way. So we have the first surprise, which is a Page of Cups, and then the second surprise, which is a 3 of Swords, and then we have some oracle cards here to kind of delve in and just see a little bit more overall messages that need to come through. So we do have the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful card. It does make me feel like a lot of you will be getting like a sort of flirtatious message coming in, maybe from somebody that you're not expecting. So the Page of Cups can be quite flirty. For some of you, that could also represent a new friendship as well coming in, or something along those lines, I think. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be an affectionate moment, though, or a kind, sweet moment that's coming in that will be quite surprising. Another thing I would say too is that there is a lighthearted air of attitude coming. So if you're kind of feeling like sluggish, bogged down, maybe feeling a little bit pessimistic, you might feel like this starts to shift this mood, okay, unexpectedly. Maybe for some of you, if you have a really hard time imagining yourself in a really lighthearted frame of mind, that's going to be one of the things that kind of surprises you, is that you're going to start to feel a lighthearted energy. Maybe for some of you, the change of the seasons is really important for you, and maybe that brings some sort of, excitement and wonder, innocence. We also have that no need to worry card here, so I do feel like you are being told by, your angels that you shouldn't be worried, that everything's going to be turning out in your favor. So it's just general message, essentially. Then we also have patience here, and it says everything will soon come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Patience, pass this card on. So yeah, this is sweet, because I do feel like you also will have the ability to do a really kind gesture for someone pretty soon, which could even surprise somebody else. So again, this might be an energy that you want to pass on, whether it's, paying for the person behind you at Starbucks, or doing some kind of kind gesture when you can. Definitely put that out there, I think, because you also could be a surprise to someone else and really brighten their day. And we have the 3 of Swords here. So this is an interesting card as well, because it does tell me that there is a blockage somewhere that you're going to be facing unexpectedly. Oy, oy, oy. Maybe not the most exciting message to get, I'm sure. And you're actually not the only group to get this message, because I did see the cards for another group. I can't remember which one it was, but they also had a similar kind of energy. So I'm going to look in a little bit more into that, what the 3 of Swords might represent for you. Sometimes it can just represent something simply being kind of a little bit blocked. It doesn't always have to be heartache or heartbreak. Let me see. What is this 3 of Swords surprise? It does seem to represent some kind of connection with somebody. I will say, because there are two court cards coming out here with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups, so I do feel like there's a connection here that could hurt your feelings. With the Four of Wands, it could be a little bit of a blockage in terms of the stability. Maybe there's a little bit of a road bump, I would say. Let me see how best to handle this surprising energy. What would be the best way for those that chose group number 1 to handle this surprising energy? So here we have an interesting thing here. You might actually have somebody who's more willing to help you than you realize, actually. You might have somebody who's more willing to compromise with you than you realize as well. One thing with the Three of Swords is that I see that journal card on this particular card, and it does make me feel like sometimes we have secrets, right? Things that we hide, that we keep to ourselves, we don't share too much. Maybe sharing perhaps and like alleviating some of that burden might be helpful in a connection. Maybe there's somebody that, you know, doesn't really know the full story and that is kind of eager or would be eager to help you or willing to help you if you were to kind of share a little bit with them. The other thing that I do want to say is that if this does turn out to be something that kind of hurts your feelings, like another particular person, particularly around home and family, I would say actually, for a lot of you, and it could be like a younger sibling or somebody, maybe it's like somebody you know that isn't too far from where you're at. I would say that focusing on yourself might be one of your best bets, and, you know, not letting this diminish your value, your worth, or let it shake you up too much. Sometimes being warned is a good thing, because then you can kind of brace yourself for an impact of some kind. And so that might be one of the surprises. Sorry that one isn't so positive. I do think that it is something that can be spoken about, though, or figured out, worked out, that sort of thing. So I think that that would be a way to kind of deal with it and be open to communication, that sort of thing. But that is what I'm seeing here in terms of the main surprises. The card Affection, it's sorrel, and it says new experiences are coming your way, which means you will feel prompted to find new ways of doing things. If you're seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. Ensure you are putting your true feelings into all that you're doing. That's interesting, because I was getting that kind of vibe there with the Three of Swords, is that this might be a surprise that doesn't... What the surprising thing is that actually some of you might find that someone's a little bit more willing to hear your side than you realize. Okay, so for those of you that are a little bit afraid of someone's reaction, especially for those of you that kind of feel that way, that resonate with that message, you might find that this person's a little bit more receptive than you might have thought otherwise, okay? And it says a valuable proposition should come your way, but don't get too carried away. So that's interesting as well, because some of you might actually have something that you get really carried on about, but then you might find out that it's kind of maybe not for you or something like that. So don't invest too heavily in new things, especially propositions from other people in the near future. As well, one thing I would say is that if anyone kind of comes in really positive, oh gosh, how to say this without sounding like a Debbie Downer. If someone kind of comes in seeming too good to be true, they might be too good to be true. So I would just watch out for that kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like maybe too, I don't know, there's something there, like maybe too positive, or it seems too good to be true. It may be too good to be true. You might find out that later on that you can't quite deal with it. So that's another surprise. But I do feel like a lighthearted energy coming in. Like I said, with that Page of Cups, I do feel positive. Tell me more about that first surprise. Ooh, interesting. We have reconciliation. So for some of you, this might be an apology or a shift in behavior with somebody, a fresh start maybe even. We have lighten your load as well. So again, it might be that there's a big burden lifted off of you emotionally in the near future. And reconciliation, maybe it doesn't come in via another person, but maybe you're as well, like for some of you, might be detaching yourself from something, a certain expectation or a heaviness that you've been attached to, whether it's a person or not. I do feel like there's a good portion of you that will get an apology of some kind, or sort of a kind gesture, like I said. Of course, others of you are going to kind of meet a new friend, But yeah, that's what I see. I do see connection being quite important here in the near future in terms of these surprises. And whatever these surprises kind of entail, I do feel like it will bring more enjoyable connections and emotional, like kind of this emotional, bubbly, kind of happy feeling is what I feel. So that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 1. Those are your surprises. So take care. Let me know what you thought of the reading down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey friends, if you chose group number 2 here with this bracelet here, this is your reading. So if you want this bracelet, it's on Etsy, or at least it might be still by the time this is out. I don't know. Can't guarantee anything, but check periodically back and forth. I do put bracelets up here and there that we make. So let me see, what are your next 2 surprises? So we have the Page of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, as well as a Stranger's Grace, Strength, and No. So this is an interesting message here. First of all, the Page of Pentacles. I do feel like you might be getting a gift, or some of you might literally be getting a physical representation of something. So there might be something. I do feel like a lot of you will be going to get a package soon, actually. I think for the majority of you, you can expect some sort of package to come soon. Maybe it's a gift coming in, a surprise, that sort of thing. We also have a Stranger's Grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Oops, sorry, that's blurry. So one thing I do feel is that a lot of you might have an experience with a stranger fairly quickly that will be quite surprising. Like, it'll be a surprisingly kind gesture. So with the Page of Pentacles, of course, this could entail monetary kind of help, or maybe somebody doing something kind for you. I could see a lot of you getting a pay it forward kind of energy coming at you, or somebody kind of doing a favor for you. With the 5 of Cups here, I do feel like there can be a surprise that entails kind of a sad feeling, perhaps wanting to kind of, I feel like that you might find something disappointing, okay? There might be a kind of a surprising disappointment, or a disappointing surprise. There we go. It was backwards. But I want to say something really important to you. And the reason why I think these group number 1 kind of had a little bit of a negative surprise as well. One of the surprises being quite negative. And it feels like for you guys, this is a no. And it's a no from the universe. And it's usually happening because there's something better. Okay, so I want you to know that when you face that disappointment, I think you're being told about it so that you know not to fret, not to worry, not to get too upset, because it's just not for you anyway. And it would be better, you'd be better off without this thing, even if it doesn't feel like that initially. What's the 5 of Cups surprise? Anything else more about that? So this feels like something not quite going quite right. Maybe some sort of hope and dream type of thing. Maybe it's something you've been kind of yearning for, wanting. It might not be happening on your timeline. Yeah, 5 of Cups. There's also the King of Swords here. So this could be also a person for some of you disappointing you. This is very much, could be an air sign. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we also have the Aquarius there with the star too. So it might feel like could somebody could have strong Aquarius vibes, like I said, or strong air vibes, water vibes. But especially that air is coming through strongly with the King of Swords. I feel like there's some sort of communication that's quite disappointing, hurtful, sad. There might be some healing, though, that could be done here with the proper conversation. Is this a situation that could... what is the advice here? Let's see. Okay, let me see. This fell down, darn it. The advice, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the World in this situation. So this could be about putting up boundaries, avoiding, knowing when to kind of lay down your cards here and focus on bigger, brighter goals as well. So this might be not letting this person's opinion to affect you, not allowing them to kind of bring you down. As an example, it's something I could see here. focusing on your end goals, your dreams, not allowing somebody else's, like I said, opinion to kind of hurt you or diminish your potential. That's one thing I would really say. And look at the Strength card. So I pulled out some oracle cards just kind of for some extra guidance here, or extra messages. And the Strength card, which is Fennel, number 19. And it says here, you will find a greater strength and positive grounding energy coming forth, and even an invitation to undertake a new life path. Friendships are highlighted by Fennel, and you may find you are spending additional time with those you align closely with. Situations in which sharing is high on the agenda will occur, and you are being prompted to share or teach what you know. Be careful not to work too hard or to become unnecessarily reclusive. Interesting. That's, One thing I will say for some of you is that if you are kind of down in the dumps, or you're feeling kind of sorrowful over something, or kind of, I don't know, maybe you're kind of like a little bit withdrawn, this also could be the message to kind of take down those boundaries and open up, because you might actually have a friend on the horizon, or a connection to make with somebody completely new. Sorry for the camera banging into that. That's one thing I want to say. But I do see for a lot of you, one of the surprises will be that you're going to get some sort of package, or some sort of present, some sort of gift, some sort of opportunity as well. For some of you, it might be an email or an invite to something that could be, you know, having quite a lot of a potential. Tell me more about that first surprise. Dreams. Wow. And trust. So this is very like kind of internal in a way. I feel like a lot of you are going to have some sort of dream come into fruition. Some of you might even get a really interesting message verses in a dream. And there's the sense of someone doing something really kind for you. I really do feel that. What about group number, the surprise number 2. I can't talk. Surprise number 2 here. Peace. And justice. Oh, wow. So this is interesting. Know that, especially for those of you that have a connection, maybe with somebody that's been quite disappointing, we do have peace and justice coming in here. So I do feel like that everything will be ironed out eventually, that everything will sort of go the way that it must, that I guess the scales will eventually balance out, that karma will be dealt, and that there should be a sense of, there might be even a chance to kind of harmonize something that's been a little bit rough, especially if you resonated with that person. There might be a chance to kind of harmonize things or fix things as well. But do keep up your boundaries. I would still suggest that. Kind of focus on what you want for the end result as well, and kind of put your energy towards that. So that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2 in terms of 2 surprises coming your way. Like I said, a lot of you are going to be receiving a gift, a good portion of you, probably a package in the mail, possibly. Again, there might be a stranger who kind of comes around and does something really kind for you, a kind gesture that will be quite surprising to you. So it's going to probably help you out quite a bit, or do something really, you know, surprising for you, where it's kind of like a good surprise, a happy surprise. And again, with that 5 of Cups and the No card in particular, I do feel like you do have to perhaps learn how to say no for some of you, if you're bad at saying no. But I do feel like maybe something that has been quite defiant may be able to be healed. And either way, even if someone disappoints you, this might be a time where you could fix that, you know, disappointment, heal it, and move on. Okay, and yeah. And I could see a new friend coming into your life for some of you too, so that might be another surprise for a lot of you as well. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I hope that this reading was fun, interesting, insightful, and I will wish you the very, very best. Take care. See you next time. Hey friends, if you chose group number 3 here with this beautiful moonstone bracelet, this is your reading. So if you want to purchase this bracelet, it is on my Etsy shop. Okay, so there's just one of them on there, well, as of right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and find out what your 2 surprises are coming your way. So we have the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so surprise number 1 has a lot to do with the King of Cups. Surprise number 2, Ace of Wands. We also have love here, Jude's Song, and Don't Stop. I see a lot of energy coming into your life soon. I do feel like things are going to be really perking up, a lot of energy, a lot of initiative. I want to say that a lot of you are going to be getting some sort of offer of love. So I think one of the surprises here is a very loving, kind gesture from a masculine, possibly here with the King of Cups for a good portion of you. We don't have to force gender too much or anything like that, but you know, that might be the energy of somebody in particular. So we have a very kind gesture. They don't have to be a water sign. So I'm feeling for this reading in particular, I would not focus on water signs. They may have water in their chart. I'm just not I feel like for it's going to just represent the person being loving and kind in whatever that they do for you. So that's one thing I'm really feeling out here. And then we have Jude's Song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace with the strangest, within the strangest of places. Interesting. So for some of you might actually be going on a trip somewhere. And that's one thing I'm feeling. And for some of you, it might be a trip with a person in particular. So let's see. Tell me more about the surprise number 1. Anything? We have new home, new attitude. So this could be a change of scenery of some kind. We also have January. So January, someone could be born in January. This could be happening in January as well. We have great worry over nothing as well. And anything else to represent surprise number 1? New job or career. So we have, what's interesting, we have new home, new attitude, new job, and career. So it's like these new things coming at you. I feel like a lot of you are just going through a lot of new things. Like, it's like things are really picking up forward. Like there's movement going forward. There are opportunities coming your way in both like relationship, but also your life in general. So I feel like for some of you, depending on what you need at this time, okay? So that's one thing I want you to realize is that like if you don't need these things or if they're not relevant to you, this might not be a message for you specifically. You might find that you resonate with some of the other messages. But for a lot of you, we have either a new job or career or a new home, new attitude. For some of you, it may be both, okay? So there might be new opportunities in work and career, especially with the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups. Of course, there might be, you know, that, sorry, Ace of Cups, did I say that? What? King of Cups. What? I do feel some sort of like love stuff coming in, like some kind of vibe there. And I do feel like what it says, the whale is here and it says great worry over nothing. So I do feel like a lot of you, your worries aren't going to last. It's like there's a shift in the energy. Good things coming. Okay, let's see what else comes through here. What surprise is coming in for group number? So we have reconciliation. So with the King of Cups here, this could be about really connecting with someone. It could be reconciling, literally. But let me see here. I do see a very balanced energy here. Let me see. Oh, son of a gun. So we have strength and empowerment, willpower. So I do see somebody who's very strong-willed, very determined. It could be that you're also feeling this way, but I do feel like that this might represent the person. So we have that willpower there. So I do see the balancing act here on both of these cards. That's a total synchronicity there, something that's kind of very much related. So I do see a balanced connection coming in for a lot of you. It might be balanced a current connection, or it could be a new connection in that comes in, you know. But reconciliation. So like with that card in particular, there's that full moon. So we have 2 full moons here. So this could happen around a full moon, that there's a sort of reconciliation, this connection coming in. But I do feel like a sense of peace and harmony for sure. Let me see. The love card in particular, let's read that. The tomato. Tomato, tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. That's what I always think of. Although sometimes considered a vegetable due to its culinary use, tomatoes are actually a fruit and have strong energetic properties. Tomatoes, I'm just going to make you crazy. I'm going to do it different each time. Tomatoes will inspire and invite love into your life of all types and on all levels. Alignment is signified as are chances for an increase in assets. Plans are liable to change, and you should be ready for adaptation in this and other areas. Be careful to communicate effectively with your partner and close friends. Well, here I do feel like there is that chance for clear communication and partnership. That's one thing too that you might be getting. Those cards fell down, darn it, on the floor. Hold on, let me try to get to them. It was the Strength card and the Empowerment card. So this might be a time in which you really need to kind of set down your boundaries here. Hold on. I'm like sitting on, I was actually sitting on like 5,000 things. There we go. I almost got them. Okay, there we go. There, that's the ones that fell. Those are the. Oh my God, that's interesting. Commitment also fell down. I didn't see it. So again, there's possibly that commitment coming in, strength, empowerment. So improved connections, where maybe you're also feeling. Look at how many full moons are everywhere. So this might be something kicking off with a full moon energy, which is funny because I'm actually filming this during a full moon in Aries. But so yeah, it does feel like things could be improving. That's so crazy. That reconciliation card had like the two people. I've already put it back, but it's like two people bouncing, and then there's the commitment card. So again, maybe people settling your differences with someone, possibly here. Maybe someone who's quite like strong-willed, kind of stubborn, that sort of thing. But I also could see, like I said, somebody kind of coming into your life that's quite sweet. If that doesn't resonate. You know, like you're not necessarily needing to settle anything with anybody. And I do see like new opportunities, essentially. That Ace of Wands tells me that you're being past something, that you're very passionate, that you're very excited about, that you're very desired, oh my God, desiring very greatly. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Something that you're desiring very greatly. I do feel like that opportunity is coming. And for some of you, that's going to be the new job and career, or some of you, that's going to be a new home, or a new way of living, a new way of being. So, and again, for some of you, it might be both of that. So if you're needing both things, I think it's just going to resonate differently for everyone, depending. So see where your heart pitter-patters, or where you feel that feeling, and you're like, yes, that's it. That's the thing I need. And that's probably what it is. Okay, so that is what I am seeing in terms of the surprises coming your way. Lovely reading. I like this one. Actually, I think this was one of the best ones out of all of them. I think it's a fun one. So generally more love, more harmonious relationships, forgiveness in certain relationships, or in a particular relationship, I mean. Or again, that person kind of coming in, and you're definitely being told, don't stop and don't worry. Everything's going fine, and everything will be fine. So yeah. Very nice. So I hope to see you all in a future reading. If you like this reading, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hey friends, if you chose group number 4 here with this howlite, this is a dyed howlite bracelet. This is on my Etsy shop. It's about 6 inches, I think. It fits on my wrist. It's a little bit small, but if you want to buy this bracelet, it is on Etsy, and all of the other bracelets are as well, that at least that were in the intro. So if you like any of them, they're there. Maybe. They're one of a kind, so it's hard to tell. It depends on if they get sold out by then. But anyway, I hope that you guys are doing great. Let's find out what your 2 surprises are. Okay, so we have, for your first surprise, we have the 6 of Swords. I could definitely see travel or a journey of some kind being a surprise. And we have the Lovers. So there's some sort of surprise in a romantic connection, I do feel, or in a partnership of some kind. We have Opportunity, Clarity, and Divine Guardian. So Divine Guardian says, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. So this is so interesting, because this is like the path you are on will lead you just right. And there's the 6 of Swords, which kind of represents to me like a pathway. It's like, you know, trying to make a positive change, or things going better, going smoother. And generally that can talk about travel of some kind. So I do feel like a lot of you might be going on some sort of trip in the near future. And that could be a surprise. Maybe it's where you're going is a surprise, or something about it is a surprise. Let's see here. Group number 4, their first secret. Tell me more about the first secret. sorry, that's too many. What's the first secret? A short journey. Yep. Okay, yeah. Definitely. So we have a short journey. I can't believe that I popped down. What? Definitely a confirmation, right? So, okay, I won't take any more. So we have this short journey card with the horse. So I do feel like a lot of you are literally going to be going on some sort of trip. Okay? It could be a car trip. This journey might actually be quite surprising in some way. So it might be that the location's a surprise, or that you find something very surprising while on this short journey. We also have the mule. Someone's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And obstacles to overcome here with the hills. And then a distant friend is thinking of you. So there could be a journey to see somebody. So for some of you, might be getting a call from somebody who wants to meet up. For others of you, you might actually receive communication from somebody that's far away, or is a journey away of some kind, okay? So that might be another message for some of you. If you don't go on the journey, it could be that somebody at a distance is actually going to contact you as well, okay? Maybe someone that's stubborn usually and doesn't really give in very easily. So that might be, it might be surprising because you're like, what? They're actually talking to me? So again, that may not resonate with everyone. It depends on if you feel like that's your story or not. You should intuitively kind of accept or reject that message. So pay attention to your own feelings when you hear these messages, because again, I'm trying to relay the messages I'm getting, and it's up to you to kind of receive them and decide whether they're for you or not. So yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, I definitely see a journey for a lot of you. The opportunity to visit someone, possibly too, because we do have opportunity. So opportunity means that it's kind of being given, or the options put on the table as an example. So it might be something that you need to take up, or so maybe you won't go, maybe you'll have the opportunity to go on a short journey. Some of you might not, okay, if you're being stubborn, but others of you, might. So that's something I'm definitely feeling. I also have the Lovers here. So what is this surprise about? Lovers. Anything else about that? So you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. We also have increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Hill, obstacles to overcome. That's interesting. That card came out again. Oh, very beautiful. So here, I want to say that, especially for those of you that are in partnership already, you might be having an increase in harmony, okay, in the connection. There's opportunity to kind of get things moving forward in a positive light. That arrow says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, and this could be you getting the confirmation that somebody is the one for you. I feel like that might be a surprise for some of you. I also feel like there will be some sort of agreement or alignment here in a partnership of some kind. We have an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this does has something to do, especially for those of you that are in a relationship already. There might be something surprising your person does, or again, maybe there's something happening around the home in particular. It could be a partner for some of you, like you're on the right path to get that partner, future partner for those of you that are wanting. We have boundaries here. Reconciliation is all over the dang place. Well, we are going to have Venus retrograde soon, and passion. So I could definitely see connections in particular coming in. Maybe where there was once a boundary or a blockage, it might be that there's a reconciliation and passion igniting here in a specific connection for some of you. Like I said, if you are not in a connection, this could be that connection coming in. Or, and again, there might be a passionate evening or something that's going to be quite surprising. Maybe it's unexpected or something like that. But especially that nest too makes me think some of you should watch out for pregnancy. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. If unless, and then someone will post on the comments and they'll be like, I'm 12. And I'm like, no, not you. Well, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I do feel like there could be like a love coming in, or again, a reconciliation of some kind, or a path that you're, an idea that you're on the right path in your connection, or you're making the right choices. Again, some of you might be getting a proposal, even if you're in that position to get one, of course, or meeting the right person, or again, creating a more stable environment with you and your love that you already have, okay? And I could see like that increase in material wealth or growth spiritually as well in the connection. So that could be leveling up a little bit, learning new lessons. Throughout marriages, I think we always are learning new lessons, or relationships of any kind, really. So we have the clarity card as well, which is the first card, and it's the carrot card. And it says new ideas, breakthroughs, and increases in finances and resources are all indicated, and you should trust your own judgment. There is a strong chance of triumph over a difficult challenge and the opportunity for sudden growth in what you are currently undertaking. Relationships will be focused on the physical, with lust, sex, and passion high on the agenda. Be careful of overthinking, self-sabotage, and roadblocks placed by others. Interesting. Yeah, I could definitely see some of you having a surprise hookup, actually. Or a surprise night, or a good time. Okay, and this could involve, like Six of Swords, could involve some sort of trip as well. So I know there are probably at least one or two of you, a few of you, I'm thinking, watching, that might be going on a trip to meet someone and you guys hook up. Yeah, and they could be the kind of two surprises melt into each other. But yeah, I could definitely see some romance coming in for you guys as a surprise. And perhaps travel, like I said, or again, a reconciliation of some kind, some sort of peace. Again, there could be communication from a distance as well with that Six of Swords. So these are the things I see coming in for you. I like this one. This was a good one. I really like this group. So if you liked it below, let me know if you thought these were fun surprises coming your way, and let me know what you thought of the reading. And I just wish you all the very best. I hope that you all stay healthy, happy, and good, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.